So my mother came home. Nobody from the hospital gave a fuck, that they just sent her home without giving me any notice, without actually talking to me. Just a voicemail. Never got to talk to the doctor. I mean, it's a joke. It's all a joke. Right, Amber? It's all a joke. I gave Charlie back to my mom. I said, place is spotless except for those dishes that need to be washed. My mom came home late because they picked her up later, but it wasn't because she wasn't coming home at all today. They don't care. No respect for me. What else is new? What else is new? My mother doesn't remember why she wound up in the hospital in the first place. So when she doesn't remember, like I said, she's just going to say, she thought it was because she thought I called 911 because she wasn't sleeping. She never seems to remember when she winds up in the hospital. She remembers things before that. Okay? She remembers things that happened before that I didn't tell you about. So I don't think I did. And if I did, I didn't give you all the details. She started getting belligerent with me. She's like, you said we could spend money if it's a new month. I said, Mom, you can always spend money within reason. You can have whatever money you need, even if you want to go on like $100. If you find some kind of trip to go on with a friend or charity or and like, or she wants to get a pedicure, of course she can get a pedicure. Okay? We just can't spend large amounts of money. Now wait for it. I wanted to buy you a $2,000 pug for Christmas. See, when I'm not angry, I don't bang my head really hard. One time you guys saw me and I did bang my head hard. It actually hurt. I'm not angry. I don't want a $2,000 pug puppy. Like that woman got a month after she had to put her baby of 14 and a half years to sleep, her pug. Even if it was free. My mom started in, I don't want to go to the, Mom, I already talked to the name of her primary care physician, which is actually nothing he could do, but I'm throwing my weight around. I'm like, Mom, I don't care what you say. You're going to the hotel. It's not going to be for weeks. Okay, you'd have to start all over again. We don't know how long it's going to take the adjuster to fight the insurance company, and in the meantime, the contractor has to, he can't, if we don't have a definite thing, he has to take out, you know what I mean? We don't know when it's going to be, Mom. We don't know when it's going to be. And you're going, I don't care. I don't care what you say, unless you can find a friend who's responsible enough to make sure you take your meds, etc., who wants you there with them. You going with me to the hotel, period. Period. And she's like, you're not going to leave every day. I'll do whatever I fucking please, Mom. Do you know how depressing this has been? You ended up in the mental hospital yet again. Me having to breathe in this friggin' water and mold and whatever else. And then I discovered green mold on our bottoms of our cabinets. Where did that? Maybe I never noticed it. Maybe it's always been there. This place is really, really old. Because no one sprayed water. Like, what the fuck? It's at the very bottom. It's not on the top. Now that I noticed it, it's grossing me out. We can't afford to get, I know we can't afford to get new cabinets. Maybe there's some way to, I don't know. It's just all awful. So I don't want a $2,000 pug. My mom just said that, and of course upset me. I want my old blind senile Omar back. I want a new pug for my Omar. You know? Remember when my mom was sick? Repeatedly when she was sick, not just once, the last time and then this time around. She wanted to dig up Omar and go bury him in a pet cemetery. So it can be official and we can visit him and you know what I mean? Yeah, just now, a little while ago. She's watching The Bachelor in Paradise. She actually watched it with some guy in the mental hospital. Miraculously, usually, you know, you can't watch what you want to watch because other people want to watch what they want to watch. But she watched Golden Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise, but she doesn't remember them. Probably, and I asked her, was he talking? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. So you missed a lot of it. But she missed the week before. She only watched it last week, so I watched part of it with her the week before. And she was watching Bachelor in Paradise where Cat gets fucked over by Tanner, and I don't give a fuck because what goes around comes around. And I think Golden Bachelor tomorrow night, Gary's gonna keep Leslie and Faith and send Teresa packing. And she's in love with him, and it's going to be traumatic for her and heartbreaking, but it's the nature of the damn show. Alan was in love with him, and Alan was sent home last week, so... Yeah, my mom was just crying to me. I wasn't expecting that one. And then she's like, well, if you don't... I'm like, Mom, we can't, we go... We're not kidding. I don't want a new dog, Mom. I don't want a pug. We're going to the hotel anyway. We're not having a pug. And she's like, well, what do you want for Christmas? Nothing. Maybe some clearance, some low-cost, sale-priced article of clothing that I've yet to find. You know, maybe a sweater or something. Nothing extravagant, Mom. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Definitely don't want a new dog. Oh my God, can you imagine? And so my mom's talking about, I'm wondering how long she's going to be free or when's the next blow going to fall. She, you know, she doesn't even remember what happened. It means it can happen again easily. And she's like, it won't happen again. You can't guarantee that. I'm trying to get her to understand, you know. Especially so she's not going around telling people who I don't know or in your life that she doesn't know why that I called 911. She doesn't know. And she doesn't want to hear it, which I understand. It's so depressing. It's just depressing. Like I said, it doesn't matter what she does to me. It doesn't matter if she throws me under the bus repeatedly. It doesn't matter if she badmouths. It just doesn't matter. The idea of her being in a nursing home is like me being in a nursing home. It absolutely devastates me. It kills me. Just the thought of it. And you know, I mean, she's had back-to-back hospitalizations. Think people aren't looking at that? Back to back. Like not lasting very long at all before she's in another one, you know. So no, the last thing. Last thing that a new dog, okay? Sure, hypothetically, in theory, you know, I smile when I see that woman's pug puppy. Of course I do. It does all the puppy things, you know, grabs at her shoe. You see it going after her shoe. If I'm talking to her too long, it does stuff, goes after her shoe, whatever. Like, I want to go. I'm tired of standing here, you know. I want to continue walking, Mama. You know, she told me when I was still at my own work, but I didn't know. I'd have to put him to sleep. Even though it was so traumatic, him dying suddenly like that, I mean, not knowing. He can't possibly be dead. He can't be dead. Oh my, you know, one minute you're crying, the next you're dead. Me splashing water on his face, it was so traumatic. So bad. But if I had to put him to sleep and arranged for someone to come here and all that, you know, no matter what, it would be awful. You know what I mean? No matter what, it would be awful. No, Mama, nice sentiment. We don't have $2,000 even if we did. That's the key here, people. You think I want a new dog even if we did? Not under these circumstances, not here. If we go to Joe's, sure. If we have money in the bank, if something happens to the dog, if we have a ride, if something happens to our little baby, our new baby in the middle of the night or something, we have a ride with Joe. You know, we wake him up. He almost had to take me with Omar. Thank God he didn't, because when I later read about that overnight 24-hour place, had like 1 star online, and they say and also because of the time frame, you catch my drift, the time that it happened, what we were in the middle of, you can't even go in, and it would have been, I'm in a brand new state, and I'm terrified for my baby. I've never left, I don't leave him alone ever. And people talked about how you have to leave him in there for hours and hours and hours, and you wait out in your car, and thank God that was a false alarm. I told you guys about that at the time, and now I don't even remember, because it got overshadowed by so much, you know, worse that happened when I got back home. So yeah, she started getting belligerent with me. I was having none of it. It's weeks in Ray. I need to focus on one thing at a time. You have doctor's appointments that are coming up. They always schedule you with your doctor, with your psychiatrist. You know what I mean? They schedule you with right after you get out of a mental hospital. I'm not going to worry about what's happening. I don't like name a contractor, Mom. I like him. But I'm not paying him anything. We're not paying him anything. The insurance company pays it. And I'm hopefully getting more money. The adjuster wouldn't have taken the thing if he didn't believe that that's what he told me up front. He's like, I'm not going to take your claim if I don't believe I can get you more money. Why would he? He takes 10%. Even if he was only going to, if he thought he could only get 1,000 more, it wouldn't be worth it to him. Say, he thinks he can do it, but then I'm going to have to, he wants the insurance guy to come here, and he wants to show him what he's talking about. And who knows if he'll agree to it. I guess some insurance people agree and some don't. Some say no. Just, you know, it just depends. I don't know. The fact is, he took over it. I signed it as the power of attorney. And that's it. And Mom, you don't have to worry. You're not signing. You're not doing anything. We're not paying it. We would have had to take out a loan and pay. We have to fix our house. If we can't get the money, we have to fix our house. We don't just let water damage sit there and, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, Mom? What the fuck? She didn't even listen to her voicemails today. I did before she came home. So I knew her boyfriend had called. She wanted to watch the shows she missed. Bachelor in Paradise and the Golden Bachelor. And I said, I think he's going to send Teresa home. That is my guess. I bet you anything I'm right. He didn't tell her he loved her, but he told Leslie and Faith he loved them. And in the pre-things, he's going to say, I'm in love with 3 women. Yeah. I don't know about that. I think you're in love with Faith and Leslie. And Teresa, maybe you love her, but you know, she's not your top choice, I don't think. And I don't think it's because what Teresa was saying, she's feared because she's older. They're in their 60s and she's 70. It's not that much difference. It's not that. It's that they're more, I don't know. Faith is more wild, and maybe Leslie is too than Teresa. I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to send Teresa. So you're not getting this in real time. You'll get it tomorrow morning. Technically, you could do it tonight, but I don't know when. So I'm just going to be safe and do it tomorrow morning. Start my next 4. The only time that if my mom's watching like something like Bachelor in Paradise or something like that, if she's not doing anything like that, she might talk on the phone, she might listen to the radio, and then I can't do this. Yeah, that's the big news. She started crying. I wanted to buy you a tooth. Mom, you said we'd have money this month. Mom, you don't get that much in income. You have a lot. You have bills. I neglected to tell her intentionally how her interest was up to $200 almost. I left that little tidbit out. I knew it would piss her off and she'd say, I'm not going to take it. You have to take it, Mom. You have to take it. For some reason they couldn't access it in the mental hospital and they just didn't give it to her. They went back to giving her something new plus the potassium and the water pill, the Firmicide, whatever. She refused to take it, so she hasn't had anything. I'll have her back on the Entresto. They didn't change her meds around. The doctor is having her take all the Zyprexa at night, the 20 milligrams, instead of having morning and afternoon Zyprexa, which I like better because the afternoon Zyprexa is a pain in the ass. No one likes her having this afternoon Zyprexa. But there's no saying what's going to happen, or for a psychiatrist to keep it the same, or, it's all arbitrary, it's all a joke, it's all... You know what I mean? Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. You never know what's going to come out of my mom's mouth. Whining. When I said you said we'd have money and I could have all my money, Mom. My bills aren't money. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Cable's $250. The rent, the health insurance, the whatever it is, something that comes out of your Social Security that you get, your bills are high. No one's saying you can't spend money. We're not buying a $2,000 pug puppy. I laughed to keep from crying. I'm not kidding when I said in that other video, I call it, how do I not go crazy when I can't go to Joe's? Can't go to Joe's. How do I keep from going crazy? She's been relatively mellow today. That doesn't mean it's going to be the same. She's already talking about, I'm staying up till 11. I really wish you'd go to bed by 10, Mom, because when you stay up till 11 and you really aren't in bed by 11, it goes closer to 11:30, and you know what I mean? I didn't even get to talk to her doctor to see how she's been sleeping or anything. That has never happened. Never has a mental hospital. Usually they want to make sure, we want to discharge your mom, and we want to make sure it's okay, and we'll let you know. Nothing. A voicemail. Such a joke. Wait till I tell Joe. Wait till I tell Joe. He's like, hey, that's how things are these days, Laura. Unreal. And the irony is, I talked to the elder services woman for 40 minutes, but one of the first things she said is like, are you okay with your mom coming home? Is that going to be okay, whatever? I'm like, yeah, I don't know when she's coming home, but it's fine, and da-da-da-da-da, and then I don't even get any warning. I don't even get to talk to the doctor. I don't get anything. Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone. Didn't sleep. I figured I really couldn't sleep. I stayed up all night cleaning. And then I've been chatting with my mom, watching, I watched the Golden Bachelor again with her. Basically, I didn't sleep. As you guys know, I've been crashing on the friggin' couch, which isn't the most, crashing without, watching something on the TV. See? So crashing with my glasses on, crashing without brushing my teeth or washing my face or anything. I slept a little bit in here. It wasn't really sleep, though. I was watching something on my computer, and it's not fun breathing all that crap in. I don't know. Gave my mom back Charlie. Probably not good for me to be breathing all that in, is it? No. I covered it back up. She doesn't know what she's going to do. First she said she wanted to watch those CMA awards. Then she might want to instead watch the Bachelor in Paradise over again. That she watched in the mental health facility last week. And some guy who was talking, my pet peeve. Donald used to do that. I couldn't enjoy anything. Donald always thought he just, that's how arrogant he is. He's going to talk and talk and talk through anything we're watching. Ruined everything. We're watching that. She's out of my league. That guy's not that bad looking, and she's not that great looking. He was like, you're better looking than her. Well, I beg to differ. You almost like, even at your age and your weight, because remember, this is when I was 40s and 232. It doesn't matter. And he just wasn't impressed with Eve Alice. He wasn't impressed with her, Alice Eve, whatever her name is. I was. He wasn't. He didn't think that guy was that. But the whole point is, I can't watch anything without him talking the entire fucking time. Abusive asshole. Remember, you can't tell him not to talk. So I hate it. I hate when anyone, can talk very, very briefly, but obviously I'm not talking if we go to the movies once in a blue moon. I'm talking about at home. Donald wouldn't shut up no matter what we were watching, because he always had important shit to say that's way more important than me enjoying that movie. Can you imagine? I'm not talking about a normal person who every once in a while you might say, oh my God, look at that, or what do you think? No. Donald would just talk and talk and talk. Again, abusive asshole. Say. Can't enjoy anything. He wouldn't talk through them. I think he would pause it. He'd have to put in all his commentary about everything, all the time. Of course he did. So I understandably, but I've never even, I just don't like that. It's okay if it's a little bit, but it wasn't with him. Probably especially, I don't remember it specifically, but probably especially if he was drinking, right? If he was shit-faced and he's just not gonna let me watch anything, and he's gonna have to put his 2 cents in about every fucking thing constantly. And oh God. How? How did I wind up with that horrible man? Because you didn't think you were worth anything more. Come on, Laura. It's not rocket science. How'd you wind up with that horrible man? Because I didn't think I was worth anything more. So, then I learned I'd rather be alone.